because my family were here for the funeral.
Yeah.
They helped me finish some of them. It did involve my niece going, "You just have to spin it," at me, like I'd somehow not been able to, like I should have just known that was the answer. But sometimes I just don't see the things that she sees. It's just not the thing I just can't.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. Well, it's apparently I now have a live on my channel, so that's good.
Woo!
So
exciting.
Obviously I need to add all the fancy things to it in a bit, but that's the first one, because that came up over the weekend too. Because my niece, they were talking about how they thought YouTubers were awful. And I was like, well, I was talking about, I was talking about my great aunt on YouTube and stuff. And my niece goes, yeah, but I'm not sure it really counts if you've only got subscribers and no videos. Like, thanks for that. And I was like, I just won't show off your earrings anymore then, shall I?
Exactly.
It's just so... the brutal honesty of an autistic 11-year-old.
Brutal honesty.
Yeah, just brutal honesty. That's just the way she is.
Yeah, it's the joy of children, to be honest.
Well, there was my sister asking me, so how are you doing, Heather, on the car in between different parts of the different venues on Friday? And my niece going, how do you think she is? She hasn't stopped crying.
Ah. Yeah.
Which is like, that's quite blunt, but true. Yeah. Like, this isn't a time for silly questions. But yeah, so life's been a bit up and down, and but all over the place, as it is.
Exactly.
So, Maya's apparently back. So.
Oh yes.
Yay!
Hey,
can you hear me? Oh
yeah.
So you missed, May, you just missed my computer totally shut down because I forgot to put my cable in. So we're all having the tech issues.
No, it's just everything just froze and I had to restart and then I have to do it again and it was just a matter.
I feel like
anyway,
one of our streams if we didn't have something.
Now it seems like it's okay.
That's good.
Oh, and Lisa, yes, it is Cherry Blossom from this photo that I took quite some years ago.
So, how are you ladies doing?
I'm feeling a bit like I'm getting back to, well, I say that now I've got an ear infection.
My niece is going through that.
But I'm getting back, well, now it seems we'll be getting back to normal. So hopefully I'll get some normality back. But you know how it is for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you been really sick?
Well, I've had as you know, my great aunt died, and then
Sorry.
my PA had to go and do jury service, and so I just sort of haven't been great. I've been to the hospital about 1 million times for appointment. Well, it feels 1 million times, it hasn't been.
Oh,
And then last week, my ear infection was so bad that my friend came round and I was refusing. I couldn't sit up. I was that nauseous. But I was also refusing cups of coffee, which on a scale of working out how sick Heather is, if I'm refusing cups of coffee, you know there's a problem.
Right.
Because normally I like that's the last thing to go. But obviously, because Adam's not been in, there's been nobody to check on me all the time.
Exactly.
Because he's the person who sees me most of the time. But I'm feeling much better this week. Still can't hear out of that ear properly, but
oh no.
I'll have to speak to them again tomorrow, I think, and be like,
right.
So I've taken all of the antibiotics and I still can't hear.
Yeah, not particularly good.
But yeah. But I was just saying. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it was just when your assistant is not there. Do you get a replacement, or can you manage?
So there's
alone?
no one to cover for him at the moment, because
right.
my hours are the hours I'm given, like don't match my support need, and we've got this big mismatch of things. So I just sort of get by with the support of the care assistants, and then just like, please don't be too long, please come back. Which is obviously a lot of pressure on him too, because he's like trying to, when he was ill he was really unwell last year, that's got to be a lot of pressure if you're sick, hasn't it? To be like, there are people who rely on, it's already a pressurized job as it is, because sometimes he's like, oh, my job's not that serious, and I'm like, I'm trying to explain to people what I do, like when I go home to see people for family events, and I'm like, he's like, it's not that serious, and I'm like, you do know that you're paid to keep people alive, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to keep us safe and alive. Like, it's, you think it might be fun and games, and yeah, that's what it feels like day to day, but like your job is to like make sure
like if something was to actually seriously happen,
like that's your job. Yeah, there are some silly things in between it all, but actually most of your, that's only because of the way that we do it, if that makes sense. There's a lot of your job that's actually quite serious. But
yeah, I worked as like going home to people, and it is really stressful to know if someone is not feeling good or something is wrong, and then you have to leave and go home and just hope for the best. You can I have actually stayed at their place the whole night once.
Wow.
But, of course not. It was they asked me if I could stay from where I worked, because she couldn't be alone, and so I stayed all night.
There's a lady that would come to my classes, and she's an at-home carer for someone.
I didn't work like a personal assistant. We drove out from our office, and a lot of people in one area, every old people and or whatever people that needed help, we helped them.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. See, it's interesting when although while Adam was off, I had this interesting experience with the receptionist at my doctor's surgery who couldn't understand that Adam was a PA paid by the local authority.
Oh,
Yeah.
So the local authority pays him to do tasks for me. One of those is to order my prescriptions, which involves sending an email. My hands get swollen and I can't do it. So he wasn't here. So I called them up and was like, he's not here. Can I just do it over the phone? My hands are swollen. You have a record of this. Like, it's literally the last appointments I've had with you. Can I give them to you over the phone? Oh, no. So your secretary does it for you? No. My last 2 appointments with you have been about my hands. My personal assistant from the council, it was too complicated to explain to her over the phone how he is employed. But you know what I mean? Like, supplied by the council is not here and I need my meds. Well, we can give you the 2 most urgent and then you'll have to email the rest of them in. I can't. My hands are swollen. Oh, well, you'll have to email them. I'll send you the email address by a text message. I'm like, brilliant. My friend had to come round and use 111 to order them.
Yeah.
Because I was just in my house, like, curled in a ball going, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh, that's awful.
But, yeah. But he's back now, so that's all right.
That's good.
And I got to see my family over the weekend.
Lovely.
Despite the reasoning, so
yeah.
So that was nice, and yeah, so that's me. How are you both?
Good. I went to my parents at the weekend. For a belated sort of birthday with them all, but then my niece got ill, so then I saw her like for one evening and that was it. So yeah, but it was nice, like, spending time with my parents. And we drank the prosecco that I got for my birthday because I was like, that's the one drink that I just can't drink by myself. So we had that one night, and that was very nice. And then I was at work yesterday and at work today.
Very nice.
You haven't been streaming more sewing things, have you?
Oh, sorry.
Have you been streaming when you
whilst I work?
Yeah, no.
Not yet. Because yesterday was like classes all day, and today was a bit of sort of sorting a lot of things out.
Yeah. I was just thinking,
so I'm going to do some next weekend.
I was just thinking maybe I had missed it, but yeah.
No, I haven't done any yet. And I've got a bad side of fashion on Wednesday night. And then I'll get into more streams from the studio. Yeah, like I say, at the weekend and next week. I've actually had someone come this morning who wants a pair of trousers made.
Oh.
So everyone can watch out for that being streamed as I make them in the coming weeks.
Oh yeah, a pair of trousers.
Yeah. So in America they call them
like
pants.
like from scratch.
Yeah, 100% from
Yeah.
scratch.
That would be fun. I will watch
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they're going to be good ones to make. The guy's a larger guy, and they're going to be pleat fronts, with two sort of slanted pockets on the front, and then a welt pocket on the back. So yeah, so for anyone that's not sure of what those words are, you can tune in when I start making them from next week. I'm going to start them. Yes, that'll be nice, and then hopefully he'll get some more made after that, which will be nice.
Yeah.
Because it's the one thing, like when I'm sort of doing stuff like that and people get a bit like, oh, like because of the price, but I'm like, you know, your idea is like something for every day, and then like, you know, you get sort of multiple done, then obviously it doesn't have to cost that much each time because I've still got the pattern. It's just a case of sort of just cutting them out and making them. What costs the most is the pattern, really.
So it turned out that and I didn't know this because I didn't get to go to a lot of the weddings.
Oh yeah.
But my great auntie Anne would do this thing where she had one dress that she'd made from this really like fancy silk fabric.
Yeah.
And then she just changed the shirt she was wearing underneath it for each wedding.
Oh, very good.
Which I thought was really funny. Just like, this is my wedding outfit for the grandchildren's weddings.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to change my shirt. And I was like, yep, that sounds about right. But no. I'm
genius, really. People don't think about doing that.
I just can't cut straight enough to make anything that you'd wear.
Oh yeah. In terms of making, not so much. But in terms of, you know, sort of just having, you know, like sort of you said, like she just had this suit and then just kept changing the shirt.
Yeah.
It's surprising how people don't actually notice those things.
Oh no, it became a running joke. Like they'd be like, oh, this is my thing. But she also, and of course she did this because it turned out she was part of the team of people who wrote the basic computer language. So it's the language that's underneath all of the others. But to do a city, because of course, you know, if you're going to learn how to do something, you might as well get a City and Guilds qualification in it. She's got a City and Guilds textiles and something.
Yeah.
Qualification where she wrote a program so that she could build these boxes that are like squashed 3D shapes.
Right.
But she wrote a computer program to design them so that she could build them out of wire. So this is before 3D printing. This is before using CAD to be able to draw them. She's got the computer. Well, it might have been early CAD, but it's like she's just got a program to write out like do all of the maths to get the shapes to exist.
Right.
And it was just so cool.
That
And her
is
like
cool.
the book, the like her coursework book was made on handmade paper.
Oh wow.
Like, you know, when somebody's just ridiculous, and you're just like, you are amazing but ridiculous.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
same time, it was that kind of feeling, like you were amazing but ridiculous.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, I found out from my aunt when I went there to see her last year that she used to work in a company and she like rewrote when sort of Microsoft and that was still like first coming out. She like rewrote all the sort of handbook for it so
yeah,
that it was easier for people to understand. And I'm just like, what?
Wow.
How is that even a thing? Like,
well, my grandpapa, he was on the team at Philips who put the infrared into remote controls. He was on that team,
wow.
but also he learned. He knew so many different languages that he also, I think one of his jobs when he was less like able to do the physical work was to translate technical manuals into different languages for
Oh my
Philips.
God.
And I'm like, I can barely speak a different language as it is, let alone
Yeah.
translate them into like, you know, like translate into, he was doing things like translating them into Russian. And I'm like, well, how? Like, how do you just look at a technical manual for something and go, I'm going to write it in Russian? Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
With Russian, you have to learn a whole.
sorry, I missed that because my headphone fell out. What did you say?
No, with Russian, you have to learn a whole different alphabet.
Yeah.
Letters.
Right.
That's even
I know.
not like it's Spanish or.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
this sort of. You know, and then my grandmama she was one of the first women to graduate with accounting, but her crafting, the thing was that they've said, because they were twins, they were saying
Yeah.
how one was the perfectionist, which was my grandmama. Everything had to be exact and perfect, and you know, like if you did it, you had to do it right. And whereas my aunt was, as long as it was functional,
Yeah.
and it you know, it didn't have to be perfect, although everything was pretty much, you know, pretty much perfect anyway. But like, she wasn't gonna come round and unhem your wedding dress the night before your wedding, which apparently my grandmama did to one of my aunts.
No.
She'd handmade her wedding dress, and my grandmama saw it the night before the wedding and unhemmed it and re-sewed it, like re-hemmed it all, because the hem wasn't straight.
Wow. That is.
Yeah.
Even I wouldn't do that.
So whereas my niece always says things that remind me of my grandmama, with her like with cross stitch being like, the front should always be as neat as the back,
Oh yeah.
or the back should always be as neat as the front, or however she says it. I think I'm much more in my Auntie Anne's camp of, is it functional? Like, is it neat enough and functional enough? Like,
Yeah.
do you enjoy it? Rather than that absolute, like, they both gave their absolute all to everything, but like there was this sort of difference in meticulousness that they both gave, I think, which is
Definitely.
what I was told.
Yeah. Oh, you know, speaking of sort of that kind of stuff, when I went home at the weekend, another thing that I will do when I next do a stream from my studio is I found a load of sewing patterns and thread and pin cushions and things like that. So I want to show all that off. But I found, so when me and my sister were like really young, I must have been about, I don't know, 5 or something. And at my primary school, they would have these really big fetes, and and my mum dressed me and my sister up as clowns, but like, so I would say like green sort of spots and then red, whereas then she was like red spots and green. And I remember it so vividly. Well, within these patterns, there was this clown pattern. And I never knew, sort of, I wonder if like maybe my mum made it or something. But no, she was like, my nan made it. So yeah, that was quite fun.
Me and my sister, and I want the skirt again desperately. If I could work out how to make it, I would make it again. And it's probably
Yeah.
really easy. But we had, because we're only 18 months apart, and I'm tiny.
Yeah.
When we were about 5 or 6, I think, maybe younger, we had these outfits where it was black skirts with netting underneath. Well, one of us had a black skirt. No, they were both black skirts, but then they had different coloured netting underneath. And then we
Yeah.
had the opposite in a shirt, in a top. So it would be like we'd have purple netting, but we'd have a pink top, and the other one had a purple top but pink netting. And it was like, and I absolutely loved the skirt because it had all the netting underneath and it felt really flouncy. And it's probably really easy to make, but my brain goes, oh no, tall.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, because my brother-in-law made my last tulle-based outfit. I had to be a fairy for my. Well, I didn't. I wasn't a fairy. I was a flamingo.
Oh.
Tell a lie. I was a flamingo. And the easiest way to do the feathers at the bottom was to make a tutu.
Yeah.
So I did. I made myself a.
Very good.
Because I can see the idea, but I can't. It's then executing it that's always the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I can explain to somebody what we need to do the thing, but I can't then
Like, do it yourself.
do it myself.
Yeah, which is fair
Or
enough.
I try and do it, and somebody's like, "What are you trying to do there?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm trying to make a cape," and they're like, "And how are we making this cape?" And I'm like, "Well, I read the instructions, and it says we have to do this. We have to like measure this, and then we have to get a compass, and we have to measure that." And then we get 4 pieces of paper and we stick them all together. And then somebody goes, "No, we measure you. We lay it on the floor. We cut it, and then we sew a ribbon in the top." And I'm like, "What? How? How did you do that? That's not what the Even my niece said that to me about the Lego. She's like, the instructions are only guidance." And I'm like,
yeah.
well, why did they call it instructions then?
Exactly.
So,
Silling us all round.
yeah.
Oh, Maya, I'm looking at what you're drawing.
I think
I like sometimes to just I love this. The what do you call this? Fountain pen
Oh, crocodile.
with
Oh, wow.
with ink that is.
I'm gonna take a little break from the screen just so that I can have a little munch. So don't mind me. Oh, but what I did was in my computer going off, it took my images away. So I just, for anyone that hasn't seen the progress of my painting, I'm just going to show that. So this is me at our little village hall where my friend took me to do the painting. Then I did this one, and then that's me at the beach painting, which is always nice. Every time I go down there.
Wait! Did you go to the beach and paint?
Yeah. So
Can you go? Can you go back? Oh,
you see the seaside?
Yeah.
So it's just like there's a little cafe there, and we just paint
that's
outside.
Nice.
Usually, when I go in the summer, we sit on the beach and paint in our swimsuits. So watch out for some maybe images of those in the summer. They usually go on my Instagram. So they're my two images that I put together. So you can see the tree in the middle of the clouds, and then this is its progress just before I started tonight. So now I've just gone over it with a load of branches, and then I'm going to go back over with then the cherry blossoms, and then so this is one that I did. So the hike to see that castle was on the Saturday, not Saturday gone, Saturday before. Hello, Hans. Haven't seen you for a long time.
Hey.
But yeah, so I went on this hike on Saturday, and I totally forgot where we were going for it. The image that has the artist therapy written on it was what I did the Friday night at the National Gallery. I just went round and sort of was drawing some bits, and I saw this photo, this painting of a castle, and then I drew it. And then the next day I literally went on a hike to a castle, and I totally had forgotten that I was doing that. So I just thought that was kind of an interesting sort of serendipity. And then these are two others that I did. My perspective isn't so good with the one with the trees. I was so focused on getting the treetops done that then I forgot sort of where they were meant to go on the page.
So it's a gallery that you go and you can sit there and sketch the paintings.
Yeah. So it has like all sort of like loads of painting ups from all over the place. Sort of like different parts of history, and they're all kind of in separate rooms. And then you can just go around and sort of enjoy, and then if you want to draw them in, then you can. The V&A is better for people going there with like charcoal and paint and things like that, whereas the National Gallery is less open to that, but you can go around and draw with pencil. So yeah, I thought that was Hoping people might want to see something different.
Do you go by yourself, or do you have?
That one I went by
Yeah.
myself, but I've done them before and I've gone with a group. So I'm eating, that's why I'm not on my other screen, if you were wondering.
You just eat.
I
What? No. Where did Heather go?
don't know. I'm wondering if maybe a carer's come round. She'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Whilst I am eating.
I am eating too.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, having a munch party.
If everyone wouldn't mind hitting the like button on whatever stream you're watching from, and you can go and check me out at the Ethical Tailor on the YouTube. If you don't mind, you can check out Maya at Alice in Art Supply Borderland, and Heather at Heather from the UK. Be much greatly appreciated. I'm going to put them in. I'm going to put them all in the private chat. So if everyone wants to put them on
Huh?
their
What?
own streams, unless if everyone's got a tab open, just because I don't know if this will go to everyone's stream or not if I do that. So just in case I put it in the private chat. Oh, no, didn't want that.
So was it? Did you have a lot of work to set up this the StreamYard? Did you have a lot of work to set up the StreamYard?
Not really. It's just because I've not had the paid version yet, so I don't know what exactly I can and can't do, you know, and how it looks on a stream as such.
Yeah, I don't.
Because obviously I'm currently posting as you, but like because we're all plugged into it, I don't know if that means that I'm posting on everyone's chat or not. Thank you, Heather, for putting that in.
But why are you putting it in private?
So now currently, I don't know if I'll be able to. If they're not going to show up on my stream probably. If anything, because like I say, I'm commenting as you, Maya.
So, but what are we going to do with it in the private chat?
Sorry.
So what are we going to do with it now when you have posted in the private chat?
Oh, that was like so that then Heather can post it because then it will show it on her stream.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
So the only thing is that I can't, because on this one I'm not. I don't know actually. I might be standing with me. Let me see if it will work.
Well, we just have to. You call this a test stream.
Yeah.
Test drive, because we are obviously not.
Yeah. Private chat. Oops. Yeah, see, I can't post anything on this. It's really weird. Oh well. I will they're all in the description. So if everyone just goes in the description of the stream, you'll be able to find all the links.
It's so annoying that not all the comments on different channels get smushed together in one.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
everyone
Like,
can see.
You would think they would have done it so that, like, when you have it set up like this and it's streaming to all these channels, that it would also write your comment to all the channels.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird they haven't figured out a way to do that.
Yeah, because it currently says I've only got one viewer on my channel.
Oh no! People go,
which is me.
Open up another tab.
Because obviously,
because I have another thing open. So let me come. I'm going to come off of my one and I'm going to go and find yours to give you an extra watcher.
Thank you. It's just weird because the live chat literally looks like I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
I talk to myself all the time, so that's okay.
Yeah, but it's
there you
just.
Go. I gave you a like.
Yay!
Yeah, sadly, Jennifer is in an exciting interview tonight.
Oh.
So otherwise, she would be watching us, and I'm sure giving us all a lot of comments and things from all over.
I saw Liz Gale went live.
Yeah.
Right before at 8 o'clock, I think. Witness, where it's been no, she was in your stream when you were sewing. I was just thinking it was a Witness.
Oh, Whitney, yes.
Whitney, yeah, Whitney.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was a long time since I've seen her, but it wasn't that long after all.
No, exactly. Yeah. She's been around. She's just going through some stuff at the moment, so I'm allowing her time.
But will you do together? You had the next stream.
Yeah. So hopefully we're going to do this week's together, but if not, I'm researching a topic, so I'll do this week's topic.
Okay.
And then she can then hopefully do her silk one next week. She's been like going for sort of job interviews and things like that. So she's just had like a lot on her mind and things. So
yeah, real life have to come first.
Yeah, so it's like a bummer that I had to like reschedule last week's, but I just didn't have any time to research anything because I was so busy.
Yeah.
So that's why I said to her, sort of this week I'll sort it out, and then because at least then like I'm sort of prepared myself. I just I need to sort out my thumbnail because obviously it's still saying that it's a silk one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. Right.
So where do you how do you make thumbnails? Do you have a program or do you just
How do I
use?
do my thumbnails in Canva?
Oh, okay.
Canva.
Yeah, I have heard of it.
Yeah, I find that's like I do all my social media stuff on Canva.
Okay.
Using the, it feels a bit bad using Canva. I feel like, oh no, I'm using the same tech as the boss babes. Oh no. What will become of me? But
So yeah. So Heather, you're streaming to your channel too now, right? Okay.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
And there are.
Hey Kim.
Hey.
Hello.
Welcome. Please get up free tabs and have all of our streams on. Yeah, we're using StreamYard, Kim. But yeah, let us know. Are you on Facebook? You should email me. My email is on my channel. And then if you're in like Facebook Messenger, I can add you to our little group that we have going on for these streams.
Oh, green screen. All right.
Yeah, very fancy.
And
yeah, because we'd be delighted to have you on. Always, you know, the more crafters, the better. Or on crafters in Heather's case, but you know, she's a makeup artist, so that's still crafty.
I am a crafter.
Yeah.
I just can't talk and craft at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
There'd just be me staring at my hands, going, "I can't do this."
Yeah.
And
that's why I just do this, because I can't sit and paint like Claire with acrylics and everything. I will have a trouble to focus on talking and painting at the same time.
I've just realised, Heather, as well,
to
make you happy. Kim is actually commenting through your channel.
Ooh, really?
So thank you so much,
All
Kim.
right.
That makes me so happy, because now I can tell I'm not good.
Yeah.
I had an 11-year-old bullying me in front of my entire family.
Yeah, we're the same.
I'm related to the 11-year-old, but
yeah,
it's because her snark level is so high. Like, it just makes you feel really like, thanks. Nothing makes you, it gives you a different view on your own house than having an 11-year-old questioning everything you've done with it.
Yeah.
Why is this sign here? Why do you own this? What is this collection of robots or cows or you're like, there are a lot of rainbows in your house. Just like, yeah, because it's my house.
And why do you have this? This is for kids. You're an adult. You're not a kid, but I like it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I had a friend tell me once. I was on the tube, and it was like the summer, so I bought a new paper fan that had a rainbow on. And you know, it was just after Pride, so fair enough, there's a lot of rainbow stuff about. I like rainbows. I like all colours. And I was sitting with a friend on the tube, and I got it out to like use it, and she's like, you know what that stands for? And I thought, sorry, it's a rainbow. Like, rainbows have always been around before, you know, it was used
Yeah.
as a symbol for anything. And like, who the hell cares? Like, if I want to have a rainbow flag, like, if you don't want to be sat next to me with it, then go away, you know, like.
Well, that's the frustrating thing for my niece, is because the kids at school, when she draws a rainbow, will say, "Oh, that's so gay." Oh, do you know what that means? She's 11 in a class with 10-year-olds, and she's like, "It's a rainbow. Doesn't matter. I don't care. Like, I just want to draw my rainbow."
Yeah.
But she doesn't. It's trying to come up with rebuttals for 11-year-olds. What do they say to each other? How does an 11-year-old not defend herself, but what rebuttals do they come up with? Because it's not like us as adults, where we can have a more nuanced conversation about it all. Although Alicia will have a nuanced conversation about it. She has a nuanced conversation about most things. She is the child who will have a protest about something.
So give her a few more years, and she will join you on the protesting.
Oh no, she's had her own protests at school.
Oh, okay.
She got a petition and protested because there weren't enough lunch tables or time at lunchtime to eat their lunches. She will start petitions because they keep giving them different rules about their uniforms, or start petitions because they're made to sit on the baby chairs during different classes rather than bigger chairs. She has turned, like, if it needs to be right, it needs to be right. And then I go down and she's like, "So I did this, this, and this. Was that the right way to do it?" And I'm like, I don't know. Am I assessing your protesting ability? I don't know. But no, so she's already started, and so it's very impressive. But no, she's got a good sense of right and wrong.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Yeah. And she's got a good sense of wanting, a good sense of her snarkiness, I think, gets her through a lot of things too. Because if you can tell people to go away while also being snarky, it kind of helps. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
when they're insulting your outfit and you're like, "Well, you've got your shoes on the wrong feet.
Yeah.
Wander off." It's just quite funny.
Kim says that she loves the word snarky.
I picked it up.
I've had lots of conversations recently, and like all the words that I say, people are like, "What?"
Have you ever won a battle with a snarky person? It's quite interesting. I don't know if you can count winning them against 11-year-olds.
Yeah.
I think quite often you have to have facts and information to back yourself up with your snark. Excuse the ADHD pile of drinks that is here.
Oh, you're very good. I have been so bad all day and I hardly drunk anything. So,
I am going to. I'll be 1 second.
That's all right.
My phone was overheated, so it shut down.
Oh, that's not good.
These are my Lego flowers.
Oh my god, they're beautiful. Oh, I love them.
Lego flowers. I can't hear you. These are my Lego flowers.
They're so pretty. I love them. Do the petals move?
So you sort of like, you put them in place. These ones
Right.
open.
Oh, cute.
Huh.
Oh, I love them.
So yeah. I also made the vase, but
Right.
Whoa.
Oh, nice.
What?
I painted it anyway.
Right, yeah.
It's my walk through my local park with my friends during a lockdown.
Oh, nice.
That's so cool.
That is so cool.
They used to make me walk between different trees.
Oh.
It's like, can you make it to the third tree on the path today?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I can't. They're like, I
Oh,
bet you
no.
can. So, I thought I would
You're not
show.
allowed to say the word can't.
Oh, don't at school. They used to say there's no such word as can't. And then I got a prize for it. Heather doesn't believe there is such a word as can't. She will always do her best and try her best.
Yeah.
No, that's called masking.
Yeah. Memories built into art. Yeah, I like that, Kim. Very nice. Way of putting it.
Yeah. Do or do not. There is no try, Yoda.
Yeah. Yoda. I love it.
I like that too.
So, do you have any potential makeup clients coming up, Heather?
No, but I have been trying to think of some makeup ideas if things I might want to show people.
No.
If people are interested, so that's a good start.
Oh, I'm sure they will be.
and
Makeup is always a good one.
And also there are some talks that I've given that people want me to re-record.
Oh, right.
So, like there's one that's called Sometimes You Just Want to Lay in Bed and Eat Crisps. The struggles of disabled and neurodiverse activists to rest. which I gave at a conference on rest in November, which people want to hear, so I thought I'd record that at some point. And then there's another one I did on austerity. I know, thrilling, right? It's like the triple impact of austerity on disabled women, which people have asked to hear. So
yeah. Oh, nice.
But I did recorded a video on my phone the other day explaining what a work surface was.
Oh, cool.
Because I'm trying to work out if it's American thing not to call it a work surface. So if somebody can explain that one.
So what do you call a work surface?
Sorry, say that again.
What do you call a work surface?
A work surface in a kitchen. Hi. It's a work surface. 1 second. It is time for bed call.
Oh, gosh.
Hi.
Today it's just.
Yeah. Kim, if you want, you can teach me on a live. I'm terrible with makeup. I'll need suggested shopping list. All my makeup is over 7 years old. Kim, if you haven't seen the live that me and Heather did on my channel, where Heather helped me with my birthday makeup, then do go and check that out, because then you will see what what can be achieved, because yes, equally I'm not the best with makeup, and since that stream I've been using all the makeup that she suggested, all the like under creams and things like that I never thought I ever needed, and now I feel like I can't live my life without them. And my makeup is looking so much better every day. So yes, I'm sure that Heather will be delighted to have someone else as a subject, because I definitely want to do it again.
So you actually you used the stuff that she.
Yeah. So
okay.
I've been trying to do my wings. I didn't get to do them today, but my the little cat wings. And I've been using all the primer and the after spray and everything. Yeah, I'm well impressed. It cost me a pretty penny, but you know, I am forever grateful now to have a bigger cosmetics list I have to now pay for every time. But you know, I mean, it's a month on, and it's still, you know, I've still got quite a lot left of like the primer and things.
So, but you use it every day.
To get a brand spanking new look. You just need to, you know, go through Pinterest and sort of see what looks you're liking and send it over to her.
Remember, she said she was going to do a gothic makeup one time. That's a long time ago. She said she was going to do a gothic. You know, like the black.
Oh, gothic. Yes.
Gothic, yes. There you go. She
Yeah, exactly. I think that needs to be a one that someone
Well, she said she was going to make the that she put on.
Hey Jennifer, please open up many tabs, and I apologise. I haven't been able to listen to your voicemail. I hope all is okay. But we were streaming. But we are today streaming from all of our channels. So all the links are in the description if you're on my channel. But actually, I think it's gone across all of them.
This is kind of like a test drive.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, please go and like and subscribe, everyone, if you don't mind. Not that I'm telling anyone what to do.
Can you put my desk back? I picked up another phone.
That's okay. So pair them up for a moment. She comes back.
So when you and Whitney are doing the streams,
He doesn't stream to her channel.
Right. It's just on your.
Yeah.
But if she wants to, you can just go through this.
Yeah, but I won't be able to go through this because this is it will always be streaming on your channel because this is your stream.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing. That's why I realized afterwards, but I didn't want to really say it before. Just be like, oh, just pay him to, helping me get it. Because I think that's a bit rude, but I realized afterwards that maybe I should have said something about it because so Jennifer, I can't share them on my channel, but if you go on to all right, there we go. Go on to Maya's or Heather's, you'll be able to see them on their chats.
Is it possible that I make it? Can I make it private?
Sorry.
If you were streaming and it was streaming to my channel, could I make it private, so it didn't show? No. Okay.
It's all right, So I've I updated my my buy me a coffee because I realized that actually the StreamYard that I had people so they could help me fund it was actually the yearly one. So now I've just changed it to the monthly one. So then it's less of a thing for people to look at. I just need help with at least sort of half of it. And and then I'll be fine. It's just I've got a lot of outgoings already with my business that I just don't have the spare cash to be able to do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I understand.
Which is a shame because it would be nice to obviously also allow Whitney to stream on hers, but equally I don't know if she necessarily would want to on her channel because her channel is kind of different to what obviously we talk about. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to give people the option. But yeah, my main thing at the moment is being able to have enough hours each month to do more streams for my studio because I really enjoy them and I think other people do because I get a lot of feedback about them.
Yeah, they are fun. I like them.
Oh, bless her. Jennifer took a selfie with our streams in the background. Yay! Dan, I've already scared of one fan recently. I can't have any more. They get shocked when they meet me in real life.
But even if it was streaming to my channel, it would that be? I could just make a playlist like.
Barbara, I haven't seen you in ages.
Oh,
I missed
Barbara Mangan.
Hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm liking that we've got all these new views now. Welcome. I don't know whose stream you're watching on, but please go into the description and pull up another couple of tabs if you don't mind, and yeah, watch everyone's, or at least give everyone a like if you don't mind. Hey Heather.
Well, I have to say it's not that important to watch. It's more important to watch on your channel than on my channel, because you obviously have some kind of yeah.
Oh,
I'm just doing it for fun. I don't have any. You have a goal
as well. But you know, it would be nice to get to monetization, because I have some good causes that I would give that money to. Again, even that money I wouldn't take it for myself. It's just it's just like at the moment it's just a pain that my camera broke, and now my headphones, are broken and things like that. So it's just like all these silly little things to sort of pay out for, that I still can't pay out for because I don't have, like even enough money to do them. So yeah, it's just silliness.
You have to.
That's all. I try not to sort of moan about it and beg for it, but it's just one of those things. So yeah.
I know I missed it.
Oh yeah.
But nobody should be keeping their makeup for 7 years.
No, yeah. I was gonna bring that back up. Kim would like a transformation. Where is she? 59 and needs a new look.
You have a mission.
So she was off the shopping list.
Yep, I could.
So I thought that could be your next stream project.
That's doable, because unlike when we did your makeup, obviously for going out for your birthday, on my face currently I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products on my face.
Right.
So, like, you can sort of, and 3 of those are eyeshadows.
Oh, there you go.
You see what I mean? Like, it's a lot easier to, like, when you're not trying to, like,
woo the world, yeah.
Do 1920s glam, and you just want to.
Oh my God. Oh, where's it gone? Barbara said she's got makeup that's 20 years old.
No! I have a chart.
Barbara, I might actually have some that's similar.
I have a chart somewhere that explains. I think it's saved on my phone.
no one tells Heather how old the makeup is because she won't be able to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, but she said she's just brought sort of brunching Eve stuff because Reese was visiting. Oh, bless you.
Yeah,
It's
right. Oh, yeah.
like the Queen was visiting.
Bless her.
Like I'm a bit more flexible with certain rules if it's your personal collection. I get that. But like 7 years you're pushing it.
So how long can you have your makeup?
So anything that's for your mascara should only be, I think it's 6 to 12 months.
Right.
I've shown anything powder is much longer.
Oh.
So that can be 3 years, I think, 3 to 4 years, maybe. Yeah. Anything that's likely to grab hold of any dirt or grime is a lot shorter.
Right.
So that's why they say you can't just keep it forever. Because if you imagine, if you've got like your lipstick, if you're using it directly from the tube to your face, you're taking, every time you put the cap back on, anything that's on your lips is going onto the lipstick and then you're closing it.
Yeah.
I never
I mean, I try and keep my lips quite clean, but I know what you mean.
That's why you've got to you should technically wash your brushes once a week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm very bad for that as well. Yeah, mascara 3 months apparently.
I think you're trying to give me a heart attack.
Yeah.
Well, have you read the next one?
Oh no. Oh, the lip. I used lip stuff from 20 years ago. Oh my god, I think we've broken Heather.
Like, yeah, you're supposed to wash your brushes once a week. You can sometimes push it to like every 2 weeks. But like I've seen some people's beauty blenders that you don't want, like you're just like, how can you look at that and then put it next to your face?
Yeah.
And if you're like an arts and crafts person, if it's the most important piece of art equipment you've got, then you're going to like want to look at like your brushes. You wash them and take care of them. Well, I'd hope you did. And your brushes.
Even my sewing machines, I should clean them out more. And I still don't clean them out enough. I'm very bad. Oh
and
no,
like,
no, I'm not even showing that one, Barbara. She's
no, I can see it. I'm reading the comments. I can see it.
But what I did want to bring up, because I love Bare Minerals as well, but actually there's a brand in the UK that I found that's like even better, called All Earth mineral makeup, and oh my god, they're like amazing.
But just because something is a natural product doesn't mean it's going to last forever and stay sanitary forever.
No, exactly.
Like they've done tests on people's makeup brushes and found how much, how dirty they are and how much dirt and grime they've collected.
Like when people do that to like the surface of your mobile phone.
And if you imagine if your brush is dirty and then you put it back onto your product, you're literally, and then you're putting it on your face, which is why if you break out a lot,
Yeah.
It's preferably because your brush is dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh.
Or rubbing alcohol.
Not
Oh, wow.
95%.
Yeah.
I clean my
Priming
phone.
powder.
So
Oh,
there are
who's
different.
this? New person. Hello. The art is all the way. Oh, the art all the way. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
Please like and subscribe
hello.
if you don't mind. We welcome you. Currently talking makeup, but you know, you can bring us back to art if you don't mind.
Yeah, we want
Yeah,
Heather to
you know what?
survive.
I think those sort of tips and things about makeup brushes and things is more what needs to be out in the world, because so one thing that I like never hear people talk about when they're doing like makeup and things is cleanliness and care of brushes and things.
well, it's part of it all, and I also like to take all of the sort of like the tips and make them into those easy digestible little like sort of less like, here, watch this very long video so you can find out these 3 tips that you could have found
Yeah.
out really easily.
Yeah.
Or watch this art and craft video and somehow you've had a conversation about brush cleansing. I don't know.
All right. Why people come to these streams?
But just to hear me randomly, I'm like,
oh, sprays them with alcohol, the brushes with alcohol each time. I never thought about that. Is that good?
yeah, so if I've used a really bright colour, I'll spray them with alcohol.
Oh, okay.
So that the bright colour will come off, and then when I can if I can then deep clean it, so that the colour doesn't set in. I don't know if I've done my massive. I must have done neon at some point.
Yeah.
And it's just like it stays on the brush, and you can't get rid of it.
Oh no.
If you don't wash it quick enough, you're just like, why? Why are you neon? I don't want it to be bright neon yellow or
Yeah.
orange or green. So, but no, I'm the one who goes round to people's houses and finds the makeup brush in the bathroom and is like, by the way, I just washed it for you.
Yeah.
Because they'll leave it next to they leave it next to the sink.
Oh yeah, which is like even worse.
You're in America.
Like, oh.
You have Dawn Power Wash. Oh, I so want Dawn Power Wash. We don't have it here.
What is that? Is that like a thing that you put your brushes into?
It's like American, like super powered washing up liquid.
Oh.
We don't have it, and it makes me sad because I've seen people use it to wash makeup brushes, and it goes.
Can you order it?
I've tried looking and I can never find it, and it's just
Can I just say this is my way of thinking. I like to think that since I don't use makeup brushes very often, that the bacteria die before I use it again.
No, they multiply. Unless you're putting your makeup brushes in somewhere no, I'm not even going to say it out loud, but like...
They become like a petri dish. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Where you grow everything nasty.
Are you drawing dots there, Maya?
Yeah.
That looks so good.
It does.
It's just
yes, that's what I said.
Multiply.
Yes, it looks really
So there's a recipe online that she adds alcohol to, which is cool.
Yeah, so I think it's
Alcohol
a
goes
mixture
with
of it's a mixture of the sanitizer spray that I use,
Oh yeah.
which is just rubbing alcohol mixed with washing up liquid. But I don't, but it's knowing the mixture of the two.
Yeah.
And I imagine it would save so much time rather than having to, because sometimes the amount of brushes I've got, if you remember from our live stream, it's like just pots and pots and pots and pots and pots. They're everywhere.
I bet.
Sometimes I forget how many brushes I've got. And then someone will buy me new brushes. There's just brushes everywhere.
Oh no. To be honest, I'm the same with threads, so
yeah. But then somebody will be like, oh no, one of them's broken. And you're like, it's fine, I've got 4 of them. Because the problem I was finding was I was going down south and I was landing up doing my face, and then someone else, like I would do mine, and then my niece would want hers done.
Yeah.
And then my sister would want hers touched up, and I'd be like, right, so I've either got to like what, it slows you down if you've got to stop and clean them in between.
I was going to say, yeah.
So you can alcohol spray them in between, but if you haven't got time for it to dry in between, then you've got a problem.
Yeah.
So, and I just wanted more sleep. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a balancing act often. Sleep or washing brushes.
Sleep wins, I think.
Yes, definitely. I would say that.
No, I think I have what's it called? When you are very focused on something, OCD, something like that.
Yeah.
Because my brushes, when I use when I paint with acrylic, I'm having a really hard time to getting them dirty, getting my paint brushes dirty. So I'm hysterical, and because to get the paint up in the ferrule, and then it's how they get stiff, and
yeah.
So I wish I could be more messy. I could just splash around and I clean my brushes. I'm so scared that the brushes are going to be. I don't know.
I just have different sets of paint brushes for different things. So, like, my paint brushes for acrylic paint, although I do most of my acrylic stuff with acrylic markers. Partly because then you don't need to have them. Ooh! Thank you! The recipe for the power wash has come up in the chat.
Very good.
Yay! That means, because acrylic markers you can do wherever you want to be, so you can sort of, unless they explode, which happened to me once, so it's very sad. But if I'm using like acrylics, or the kids are using ready to mix paint or whatever, then I just have a set of brushes that I'm not bothered about, and then I just use those ones. And then it's like my watercolor paints brushes that I'm annoyed by, like getting messed up.
Yeah, they are even worse because they are so. Yeah. But watercolor, it doesn't destroy the brushes when it dries, like acrylic.
Yeah, that's true.
So
It,
so that's the problem with yeah. But I wish I try to be more messy, but I'm just not a messy person.
Oh well, you can come into my life. I'm anything but neat.
No, I'm not. It's not that I have. Oh no, it's not perfect yet. But the things like the brushes, I and I collect. I have a lot of brushes, so if I destroyed one brush, it wasn't. I wouldn't be. I would have more. But I care about them, and I love them, and I don't want them to be destroyed. And of course, they cost money. Especially, I keep using the very, very, very cheap ones instead of the more expensive ones that I bought. So they just sit there and being precious.
Just because you don't want to get the other ones dirty.
Yeah, I don't know. So,
but isn't the point of a paintbrush?
The point is, I should use it instead of just it's sitting there.
Isn't the point of a paintbrush to get the paintbrush dirty? That's its point. And I'm not. It wasn't a lecture. It wasn't a lecture. It was just a statement of fact.
I know.
People do the same things to me about like different activities in the house. They're like, you can't just not eat the gonks because it's not Christmas anymore. So I ate them because I didn't want the lecture anymore. Because every time people saw me, they were like, have you eaten them? And I was like, no, I don't know how to eat them. It's the wrong time of year. But you just have to like... I struggle with things like painting because I don't want to make a mistake.
Oh, Barbara's saying that she uses conditioner on her brushes after she cleans them. Like hair conditioner. Interesting.
Very interesting.
And she hides her special brushes from her kids. I like that.
Yeah,
What my sister has to do with my niece.
No, I don't. I struggle with anything that you can't go back and fix.
Yeah.
I find it really, really difficult.
But acrylic it's nice that way that you can fix anything. Almost.
Yeah, exactly. Acrylic is very forgiving.
Oh.
Yeah, hair conditioner. Oh, that's very good. Helps to reshape the brushes. Very good trick. Thank you very much, Barbara. I will be using that. I never thought of it.
Got all sorts of tips there, Barbara.
I know. I feel bad that we're the ones on the stream. She's giving us all the info.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense though because you use fabric. Although it's fabric conditioner you use on wig hair to or doll's hair when it's got all knotty.
Right.
You can either submerge it in some warm water and fabric conditioner.
Now
and then
this is a tip
it.
that I need. I didn't know about that because I've got a manga wig that I need to detangle really, really badly. but
Or
I've
you
not known what to do about it.
or you can put it in a spray bottle and spray it and then detangle.
Okay.
Because it'll be artificial hair.
I was going to say, yeah, this is artificial.
So that's my time with lots of drag queens. That
Oh, I love it. Drag queens are the best.
Yes, they are. You also learn all sorts of things from drag kings too, but
Oh, right. I've not met a drag king.
but not so many that I can think of right now. It's a lot of like how to change the contouring of your face to make it more masculine, so that you sort of
Interesting.
because you're sort of trying to contour your face so it isn't as rounded.
Oh, yeah.
Of the way that the face is deposited, the way that fat is deposited on women means our faces are rounder
Tend to
generally.
be rounder. Oh, wow, I never thought about that, but yeah, that makes sense.
So it's just all those sorts of like weird things. Like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and things like where they've
Enjoy your painting, Barbara.
yeah.
Yeah, but I like all those kind of little things of sort of, because you don't think about it, when you're looking at someone, you don't go, oh, like the shape of your face is like this or whatever.
No,
So
you
yeah, I
don't.
find it really interesting because it's, obviously that's like, that is their art, is kind of transforming themselves into these characters, whether it's for just a one night thing or they do it daily. And I just think it's fascinating, like the thought process that goes into it.
Yeah, and what's really interesting is that
Jennifer, thank you.
there's a lot of things that progress into women's like traditionally feminine makeup trends that have come from drag queens. Like the way that we contour, for example, now is from drag queens.
Oh, interesting.
Baking, which has fallen out of fashion now, thankfully. Otherwise we'd all have bakers long. Is drag queens. Underpainting is theatre and drag queens. They're all very drag queen thing. Underpainting is where you put all of the colour that you want to put, like your blusher and everything, underneath your foundation rather than on top of it. So it looks like a glow from within rather than a glow on top.
Very interesting.
So it is like painting, I suppose. It's just on your face instead.
Yeah, definitely.
But I didn't do anything that complicated today. It was literally like eyebrows, blemish, bit of glitter, mascara, run.
Nice.
I say run. My bed is next to my makeup workstation. So
jump.
Although if I ever jump, then we're in an alternate universe. But slide in next to the computer and be like, hello. I'm not running late, I promise.
Never.
So
I feel like it's not one of our streams unless one of us has got something else going on.
It's just been trying to catch up with life. There's been so many other things going on that you're just sort of going, oh my God, there's too many things to do.
Exactly.
But I want to go and do the fun thing. Because this is like one of my fun things to do. Come and chat with you lot about
life
and crafts and watch you paint and draw and all those sorts of things.
Got a number. Really annoyed with how far away my painting is.
Are your painting finished?
Not quite. I want to add more to it, but I need some more white. So it needs a bit more height, I think, and a little bit of filling in, not much. Yours is looking really nice. Oh gosh, I just realised it's 9 o'clock. When oh, that's all right. See you later, Barbara.
Oh God! You say 9. When you said it 9 o'clock, I was thinking, what? It's only been 1 hour.
Yeah, 9 o'clock for us.
9 o'clock for us has been 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock here.
So yeah, when's everyone want to stop?
Well, I think I might need to go soon because my brain is drifting off. So
no, that's fine. We can call it a night. It will stop me. It will stop me doing too much to my painting.
Yes, you might need to do that.
Step away from the painting.
Yeah.
Step away from the painting, and then if you think you need to do some more but you're not sure, apparently you're supposed to wait for them to dry and then turn them upside down.
Yeah, but I just did another blob of white.
Cling
okay,
film
you can do the white. You can do the white.
It's alright.
Okay.
But we can call it a night. Oops, let me put that up there so I've got a hand free. But thank you everyone for joining us. It's been super fun.
It was fun to have the desk camera too.
Yeah. I really like seeing
to see. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to
see your.
Yeah, I think I need to sort out maybe something coming from the top of mine down, but it's whether it will hold my camera.
But do you have one of these?
No, but that's what I'll need to get. I've got one of
They're
these.
so handy.
Which I've got a clamp that goes on there, so I could do that. I didn't think about that.
You need something to hold it.
Yeah, I was thinking that my tripod was long enough, but it isn't really. And my light, I was thinking that I really need that, but maybe I don't necessarily.
This you could just clamp on top on the top of your easel.
Yeah.
Maybe we do a trial. Where is everybody's thing? How does it look, folks? Thing.
Yeah. Well, next week I'll try a different tripod. And
I'll see if I can get Adam to work out so I can at least show you what's it. Well, Adam won't. Oh no, but could I? I suppose if I don't do the bit of it that would obviously. Yeah, it's fine. I'll text you.
Yeah. Interesting. Fabulous. Well, yeah,
All right.
I think we'll say good night.
Good night.
Lovely,
Yeah.
lovely to see you all, and lovely
And
to
you.
see you two ladies. Right, get ready to do your hearts if you can do your hearts.